It seemed like years ago, not too many years ago, but it was like the whole drone industry was the wild, wild west in the sense of it was just a free for all. And so it seems like things have kind of matured quite a bit. What what did DroneUp do to kind of end up where you are in terms of being an industry leader and kind of taking control of the situation?
Yeah, that's a good question because I really look at the I'm I'll date myself a little bit, but when I first started to work, there actually the internet was just about invented. Al Gore had just invented it. And, there was an email. It came probably within a year or two after I started working, but you sort of reached that point in the internet, where when the internet first came out, there were people who adopted it very quickly, and then there were always these industries that were just like, no, never mind. I don't need that newfangled internet. I'm just going to keep doing my yellow book pages advertising or something, And now it's gotten to the point where it's so ubiquitous that if you're in business and you don't have a web page, you're not really in business. So drones are sort of in that same sort of development cycle where, in the beginning, it was like people were like just checking them out, not really sure, looked at them maybe more as toys than they were as something that could help in a business. But now they're in the life cycle where, and COVID has helped accelerate that for a lot of different industries and a lot of different companies. But now they're in the place where everybody's like, okay, we need to start incorporating drones into our business model and into the things of what we do. And we're really, when I first started with DroneUp, which was in 2018, we were far away from that, but now every quarter it sort of gets better and better and increases more and more, and we get more outreaches from different companies. We're like, we've just got to figure out how to work this in. Because there's just a lot of times when a drone can do something. It doesn't solve all the world problems and it doesn't do everything, but there's so many times where a drone can do something safer, quicker, easier, less expensive. If you think about think about like a bridge inspection that's going on, and they're stopping traffic underneath the bridge. They're putting a guy up on a trellis, hanging him underneath the bridge to take a look at it or something. They're doing all kinds of different analysis on it. I can fly a drone up there and everybody stays safely on the ground the entire time. And I can get you better pictures that way.
Right.
So, there's a lot of times where it can do things that are a lot more. We did a lot of parking lot inspections for, and still do a lot of parking lot inspections for folks. And for large retail clients, literally this is how they were doing it. They have a guy walk the parking lot and identify on a little map where there's a crack. Okay, well, we can do better than that. I go over and take an orthomosaic. I have a pilot go over and he does an orthomosaic across the entire parking lot inspection. It creates a blueprint not only for the company to identify how, what needs to be repaired, also the life cycle of that parking lot and when it's going to basically need to be repaved completely, but also you just hand it to the contractor as opposed to a little X drawing of an X on a thing. It looks like there's a crack over here. It's like, no, this is exactly what I want you to fix. And it's just a lot more. There's a lot of times when it's a lot more efficient.